Hello, hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Eden, and I am so freaking happy you found your way here. This week, I want to be talking about facing your fears because it is something that has been on my mind a lot lately, especially just like with the new year being here and like whenever a new start rolls around, we're always faced with choices. I mean, we're faced with choices every single day, right? But we're faced with choices for kind of like changing our lives in a way. And a huge reason as to why we don't really go out and do the things that we want to do with our lives is, well, there are many reasons, but a big factor for a lot of people as a whole, like a universal whole, is fear. And when we live our lives in fear, we never really become who we could be in this lifetime. And for me, that is a driving factor on putting myself out there and doing things that are scary and doing things for myself and doing things that I'm passionate about that I have no idea what's going to come from it. I have no idea when things are going to work out. I have no clue what the outcome is because we can't tell the future. But facing your fears and being able to like sit in the uncomfortable of facing your fears helps you get comfortable facing your fears, because the more that you do something, the more and more comfortable you get doing something. And like we all know the cliche saying that goes, there's no growth in your comfort zone. The thing about cliche sayings, there's always so much truth behind them, which is why they are the cliche sayings that anyone and everyone has heard or have heard over the course of their lifetime. And being able to face whatever it is that you are scared of that is holding you back from fulfilling your true potential. Like putting myself out here like this, like doing videos and stuff, like that's scary. Like, and I know that that's scary, but I do it anyways because it's something that I love and I enjoy. And even if 0 people see what I'm doing, I do it because I enjoy doing it. I'm not doing it because I want gratification from it in the long run. I'm doing it because it's something that I genuinely love doing. And if you have something in your life that in your soul you really enjoy and it lights your soul on fire, chase that. If you have something that you think about and you dream about and you're like, wow, if I could just do this one thing, like I would feel so fulfilled and so purposeful and so happy. Chase that. We are told when we are very, very little kids that we can do whatever we want with our lives, right? When you think of 5-year-old you, think of 7-year-old you, think of 10-year-old you, and think of the adults around you when the talk of future comes up. And adults tell children all the time, you can do anything you want with your life. You can be anyone you want in this life. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. And then as we grow up, somehow being told that we can do anything we want with our life then evolves into you have to put yourself into this box. You have to choose this. You have to do that. You have to go the safe route. You have to do what society wants you to do. You have to conform to the norms. And along the way, it's just all these confusion because at a very young age, we're told that we can be whoever we want, we can do whatever we want. And then we hit an age like, I don't know, I want to say this usually happens when like you're in high school because college pressure is coming onto you, majors after high school, and the adults around you are now like, okay, like you have to figure your shit out. Like, what do you want to do with your life? And you're like, I'm 17 years old and I have no idea what I want to do with my life. And then you're pressured into making a decision when you're still a kid. And then society kind of tells us that we're never allowed to stray from that decision that you made at 17, 18 years old, when who you are now or who you are at 17 and who you are 5 years from then, completely different people. So the decision that you make for yourself when you are younger, whether it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you're still a kid. I'm 26 years old. I still think I'm a kid half the time. Lord knows I still am a child in certain instances. But it's so crazy and it's so sad how we go from being told at such a young age that we can become anyone we want with our lives, we can do anything we want, anything we put our heart's desire to. And then when we're adults, we're not told that. We're told, you're crazy if you follow your dreams. If you chase the things that you're passionate about, you're gonna fail. Why would you do that to yourself? And we're shamed when we chase our dreams. Yet when we're children, you're not gonna look at a 5-year-old and tell them, you can't be an astronaut. You can't be a zookeeper. No, you're not gonna do that, because you're gonna look at that little kid and be like, you can do anything you want with your life. So look at yourself as little you and be like, you can do anything you want with your life. You can achieve anything you want with your life, even if you are scared, even if there's fear in it, which that's normal. If you are trying to achieve something with your life, if you are trying to chase something with your life, and you don't have any fear at all, that's kind of concerning, because anything worth having, anything worth doing is fucking scary. Anytime we put ourselves out of our comfort zone, it's fucking scary. And when you face that fear little by little, more and more, every day, every week, every month, and you step out of your comfort zone, being uncomfortable then becomes your comfort zone. And being able to look at yourself and be like, you know what? I'm scared shitless. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyways, because if I don't, I'm gonna regret it. Because regret is so much worse than fear. My biggest fear for myself in this lifetime is not becoming the person that I could be in this lifetime. And that is a driving force for me as to like why I do the things that I do and why I face my fears, because I never want to look back when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. God bless my soul if I live that long. I never want to look back at my life now and be like, I could have done something so differently. Because when you talk to older generations about what their regrets are, what they wish they could have done differently when they look back on their lives, a lot of them say the same thing. And it's that they wished that they had done the things they wanted to do with their lives. They wish that they had followed their dreams. They wish that they had chased their passions. Because we have one life in this body. We have one life on this planet, in this soul. Well, our souls live forever, but we have one life in this body, on this planet. Make it the absolute best that you can. Because conforming your life because of fear and conforming yourself into a box for society, because society has told you that this is the way that you have to live, and has kind of shamed us in a way of feeling that fear constantly, of stepping out of our comfort zone and failing. That's no way to live a happy life. Like, we all hear about these people that when they're older, they talk about their regrets on their deathbed and how they wish they did things differently, and how if they had just done the things that made them happy and they didn't care, their lives would have turned out so differently. And it doesn't have to be anything huge and dramatic that you put yourself out there for, but like, put yourself out there little by little, one baby step at a time, because the little things add up to the big things. And the more often you allow yourself to sit in the discomfort of chasing the things that make you happy and chasing your passions and your dreams, the easier it gets in the long run. I want everyone to be able to look back at their life when they are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and be like, I chose my life and I didn't settle for it. Because when you settle for your life, you evidently at some point end up regretting your decisions, and you then harbor resentment towards people, and misery loves company. We all know people that are miserable because they settled for their lives. And I don't know about you, but the last thing I ever want to do for myself is settle for a life that makes me unhappy, when I know I am so powerful and that I can achieve absolutely anything that I put my mind to. And so can you. And you need to start talking to yourself like that more. Talk to yourself like you are speaking to a 5-year-old who wants to work for NASA and be an astronaut and go to Mars and do the craziest thing in the world. You're not gonna look at that 5-year-old and be like, no, that's unachievable. That's unrealistic. You can't dream like that. So why would you speak to yourself any differently? Never allow yourself to regret the person that you could be. Because we all deserve to live a life that we are overjoyed about, that we are ecstatic to wake up to every day, that we love wholeheartedly. And I'm not here sitting here being like, this is gonna be easy and it's gonna be rainbows and daisies. Absolutely not. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult, but nothing worth having comes easy. So being able to face your fears a little bit more every day is absolutely so fucking worth it. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, and I promise everything will fall into place. Trust yourself, trust your gut, follow your passions, chase your dreams, chase whatever the fuck sets your soul on fire. Because if you have a passion inside of you, it is there for a reason, and you are fully equipped to fulfill it. You just have to trust yourself and lean into it a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that watching this, you take away something for yourself. If not facing your fears, at least speaking to yourself a little kinder about your passions. Thank you guys so much again, and I will catch you next week.